Well, hello. I am sitting in the dark, apparently. I am sitting outside of Dollar Tree because I want to go in there and see if they have the picture frame I need. But today I'm actually headed to a doctor's appointment. In my last video, I talked about how I'm 34 weeks pregnant and I had to go in and it was really scary. I was like bleeding and it was this whole thing. But I'm feeling much better. It's 2 days later. I have a doctor's appointment. It was already pre-scheduled. I just need to go in and get checked up, and I'm almost 35 weeks. I'll be 35 weeks in 2 days. So I'm excited about that. Every day counts, honestly, keeping this baby in. And with my previous preterm birth with my firstborn, it's just good to know that I've made it past his gestation and I am now doing a little bit better. So I just wanted to run into Dollar Tree really quick because I need to go to my doctor's appointment. But yeah, let's go. Doesn't look like I'm seeing any of 11 by 14 frames. Darn it. They had these for 50 cents, so doing that today, I guess. And then we use these to give our dogs their pills, well, Minion specifically. No frame, but I did grab a pack of gum, so. So I thought today we could go to my appointment and then we could maybe do a couple things at the house to get ready for baby, because there is a lot to do. And I don't know, I'm just going a little crazy, but yep, I'm gonna be late to my appointment like I always am, so took a little longer to get out of that store. Well, I'm here wearing a sheet, so exciting. Hoping to get some answers maybe today, we'll see. I'm using my phone now because it's a little bit more discreet.
Nice movement.
Yeah, he's been moving a lot.
Good. Perfect.
Dan loves to hear the heartbeat. So
Oh yeah,
sure
it is nice, isn't it? Yeah, and then little part, so head up here, back along this way.
Oh, of course, okay.
Yeah, bum down.
And then his feet are up by his
And
face,
then,
right?
Yep. Yep, feet and hands all up
He
over
always
here.
has his feet on his face.
Yeah. Yeah, all up here. Yeah, there's a feet, hands.
Yeah, I have a lot of movement, like low down though, so it's just his butt.
Probably the butt wiggling around. Yep,
That's so
that
funny.
looks good.
Oh, that's so funny. Where are you going, Dan?
Upstairs.
Why? What are you gonna do upstairs?
Jump on your bed.
Oh, show me.
Okay.
Okay.
And you don't jump on your bed. You sleep on your bed.
Oh, I sleep on my bed, but you can jump on my bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, very myself.
What happened right here on your face though?
It just burned right away.
It burned. When you were playing basketball, did you fall down and get hurt?
Yeah.
And you hit your face on the cement?
I was running with Amanda.
Yeah, you were running with your aunt, huh?
Amanda was okay.
Yep. Did mommy give you kisses better? Yeah. So is it gonna heal again?
It did heal.
It did heal. That's good. It doesn't hurt anymore.
It's gonna heal again.
Yeah. What's Roxy doing?
She was eating her food.
She was. Hi, Roxy. Hi, Minion.
Hi, baby girl. Hi.
Is that your baby girl?
She's really long.
She is really long. That's true.
Woo! I
Whoa.
slept on your bed.
You did. What are you playing with?
My egg trucks.
Who gave those to you?
The Easter bunny.
Yeah, was that so fun?
We had an Easter hunt.
We did have an Easter egg hunt. Okay, go play in your room for a minute. Bye. Alright, so I am just trying to decide like what I want to do after my appointment. I'm not gonna lie, I was completely drained, like no energy. So I came home and I just kind of have been hanging out with Dan. Devin went back to work because he was watching Dan for me this morning. I do want to go to Target, not today, but they have those like free I never clean this out. I think that's what I'll do, because I was gonna throw some rice in the Instant Pot, but I never cleared this out. It was from yesterday. Guys, it's been one of those days, so I'm gonna clean this out really quick. That was destruction at its finest. I was about to say that they have like the free welcome gifts for registries at Target, so I wanted to go get one, but instead I decided to clean out the Instant Pot and make rice, and I used all the rest of my rice. It was about 2 3/4 cups, and so then in the Instant Pot you do about the same amount of water with the rice. I rinsed the rice, and then I think I added a little extra water just to make sure that it like had enough fluids, and then I started it, and there we go. That's it. So I think I want to head downstairs into where I keep all of like the baby stuff and maybe pick out a couple outfits, or I might wash all of the newborn clothes and then pick out a couple outfits to like keep in the hospital bag, because I think I'm gonna start packing that soon. I need to come up with a list of things that I need to buy. Like I know I need to buy some snacks and things. I'm 35 weeks pregnant in 2 days. In 2 days I will be 35 weeks pregnant, and I'm just, after that scare, I feel like I need to get my butt into gear with getting things ready for the baby to come. Like one thing that I would love to do is paint my room. Like I would love to paint my bedroom because I feel like I need a fresh coat of paint in there. The ceilings have been needing to be painted, and I don't want to do that once the baby's here. Like I really do not want to paint when the baby's here. There's things that I'll have to paint, but I don't want to paint my bedroom. And that's the only room on this level that has yet to be painted. So I'm like, okay, I kind of just want to do it. I want to bite the bullet and just get my room. I don't know why it's making that noise. Because I didn't wipe the outside container. And so it's like getting mad at me with all the water that's in there, I guess. Now I can think clearly. So that's something I need to do. I need to come up with a list. Like I started writing a list of things. I have a list of hospital bag stuff. So like I have like my chargers, my laptop, my camera, headphones, fire stick. We'll probably bring a fire stick to plug into the TV there, hairbrush, glasses, toiletry bag, like with all the stuff in there, which I need to replace some things. I need to go through it and see what kind of stuff we have in there. Snacks, baby outfits, anything else for the baby, a nursing bra, pajamas, and a robe. So like some of those things I don't want to pack until like we're literally about to go, like my pajamas, because I don't know what I'll want to pack at that point, or if I'll get new pajamas to bring. There's a lot of stuff to do still, and so I want to go downstairs, see what I have. But I also have these 3 very ripe bananas that I think I'm going to make a dessert with. I have this chocolate cake that I can make, and it's like no sugar. It's literally just sweetened with bananas, and I think I want to try that, or I might try a sugar-free banana bread recipe, because banana bread sounds really good too. So we can try either one of those. I'm not like staying away from carbs too much. It's mostly like actual sugars. Fruit sugars are okay, some carbs are okay. I probably have been eating too many carbs, but as I'm making rice for dinner. But like bread has been really hard for me, so I'll probably try and make, I think I'll try and make a sugar-free banana bread. That sounds really good to me, actually. I might just look up a recipe for banana bread and then add sweetener until I feel like it tastes good. I don't know. And I've got some chocolate chips to throw in there too, sugar-free chocolate chips. But then, because I'm not supposed to have sugar, Sugar is not good for me. Yeah, so let's go downstairs, see what I have. I think my nursing bra is down there too. Let's get down there. I think that's the only thing that's really gonna get me going, is if I actually go down there and start looking at things. I don't want to feel as frazzled as I did last time, even though I probably will. I'll probably feel just as frazzled if my bag, even if my bag's packed, because if we go into labor early, it's just frazzling. Like, it's just horrible. I have my breast pads. So these are like the pads you throw in your bra so that your bra stays nice. I have a bunch of them, so I'll probably just keep those in there. I've already washed them, but those are nice to have. And then I probably will bring one of these. This is a cover, but it's also a car seat cover, so it works out good for what we'd need. So I think I'd do that. So there's a car seat cover. Sorry, Roxy scared me. There's a car seat cover, some breast pads that I mean, the hospital would have breast pads, but I mean, it's nice to have the ones you have. I'm gonna start folding some of this stuff like this. I mean, you don't really fold it, but wrap for the baby. I feel like I need to like I have a box. One second, let me grab that bin. So I have this bin that I can put stuff in for now. I think I'm gonna like say that this is extra baby stuff, and then I have a like extra baby stuff that I'll use soon. I'm just gonna wipe the inside out real quick. So then I need to wipe down some of this other stuff as well. This wrap will go in there. I don't think I'm gonna bring like a carrying wrap because I don't know, I don't think I need to. What I do want to do is bring a blanket specifically to get the baby smell on that blanket, so that when we bring that blanket home, like Devin can bring the blanket home in between to give Roxy kind of an extra, like let him smell the baby before we bring the baby home, you know. So I think I want to make sure I have a blanket specifically for that, or something, you know, to get the baby scent on. So this is an extra car seat cover. I'll just leave that here. I have 2 sets of sheets for the bassinet, so that will be nice to have those ready to go. This was so nice. This is a nursing / pumping bra, and it was so nice to have that when I was pumping all the time for Dan, so I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna bring this blue muslin swaddle blanket to the hospital. There's some things that I'm leaving here, obviously. I'm not bringing everything that I've showed you. Just this one. I might bring two swaddle blankets. And then I have an actual swaddle, but I don't think I'll bring that to the hospital. I'll save that for when we're home. And I'm reusing a lot of stuff that I used for Dan. So I have these muslin burp cloths, so I'm gonna bring maybe 2 of those. And then I have a couple more that I'm just gonna leave in the bin for after we get home. Okay, so just going through that pile of stuff is helpful. My friend gave me this little hat. It's very cute, so I'm gonna bring that to the hospital. Might use that on him. And a pair of baby socks. Sure, let's bring those too. Might use them as gloves. I tend to use baby socks as gloves more than socks. Well, not more than socks, but at least the same amount. This is my pile of stuff that's gonna go into that bin I just pulled out for later, things for later. So I think I'm gonna bring this littler bag and use that, but I'm gonna wipe it out first just because I don't know when the last time it's been wiped out is, so. But I think I'm gonna bring this and then also have my backpack for like my camera and other stuff. So I should have enough space. I'll probably also put Devin's clothes in here too. We'll have to see if they'll all fit, but I think they'd be fine. I don't have to pack anything for Dan, so that makes it a little bit easier. All the stuff for the babies right there, except clothing. I haven't grabbed any clothes for him yet, but those will go there. And then I need an extra blanket. I'm not sure which blanket I'll use for that yet. I have a bunch, but I don't know if I want to go through them. So let's see. So this is the newborn clothing that I think I need to wash them. I'm gonna bring that to the hospital probably. And like, this is one of the first outfits I ever put on Dan too. So I just don't know if he'll like even fit into some of this stuff. I don't know. Okay, this is a preemie outfit. Like, how tiny. So I'm definitely gonna bring the preemie outfits. I don't know if I'll use them, but I'm gonna bring them and some newborn outfits as well. And like these little shoes. I'll probably bring a couple things, but I do want to go to Target because that's where I actually got this bag. And I want to get their little free handout thing, because if you set up a registry with them, then you can get a free package of stuff. And I plan on doing that with the Amazon box too, so I think I'm gonna order something through Amazon soon, and then they'll ship out my little like welcome box as well, so I should be getting that soon probably. I really haven't needed to buy much for this baby, honestly. I think I'm gonna buy diapers for Dan, and that's what will ship out the welcome box for me, but I don't know. I'm gonna put the hat and shoes into the bag, and then I think I'm gonna wash everything else. The Instant Pot is ready to cook, so good. Rice is going. I'm making fried rice tonight for dinner, so that'll be good. Pretty easy. Probably put bacon in it. That sounds really good. I've just been kind of trying to take it easy, but easy for me is, it's hard for me to just sit and do nothing. Like yesterday, even though it was like the day after I got home and I was probably supposed to just like sit and rest all day. I don't know, I can't do that. I can't just like sit and rest and do nothing. So I washed sheets because I hadn't done that yet. I never washed Dan's sheets last week that needed to be done. Washed our sheets, put together the car seat, which it's just right over here, ready to go. I don't know what setting I needed it at, but it's right there. This is the box I'm gonna go throw in the wash really quick. I did feel a little tired after like doing everything that I did yesterday. So I don't know if I overworked myself, but I don't know how to just sit still and do nothing all day long. But sometimes that's okay to not do anything. It's just, I just feel like, I feel worse if I don't do anything, you know? So, oh, here's a little hat, the man. And then I'll worry about like the 0 to 3 month clothing once he's here, if I need to wash those. They're pretty easily accessible, so I can throw those in the wash pretty quickly. I think he will fit in newborn at least for like a couple days, right? Even if he doesn't fit in them for very long, he will fit in them for a minute, I would hope. Okay, laundry's in. I'm trying not to stress out because stressing out is not going to help anything, but it does feel a little bit scary, you know, not knowing what's coming. Roxy wants to be a part of the video. She's like got her paws up on the bed. Yeah, just not really knowing what's coming is kind of terrifying, but it's okay. I've got some stuff put together. I need to kind of sort this room a little bit better. Maybe that's what I'll do right now. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel a little bit better in this room after getting some of this sorted out. It was a little overwhelming, and it's still overwhelming, but it's a little bit better now. The changing table, so that's gonna go in Dan's room. I probably won't use the changing table like every day, but it'll be nice to have. Well, I might use it every day, but I probably won't use it for every change, I should say. For one thing, Dan's room is mostly for Dan, and then it'll just kind of store some stuff for the baby. So it's not really his room, it just will have some of his stuff in it. And then when the baby's a little bit older, he'll probably share a room with Dan. As long as I can talk Devin into it. It's moving the bassinet, or the swing. Into the corner. Alright, so the bassinet is the thing that's next. I have this boppy pillow thing that actually goes in the car seat, but I'm not going to bring it to the hospital. Well, maybe I will. I don't know. I might bring it just in case. This is what holds the bassinet to the bed. So like it goes underneath and it like straps to the bed. It's very nice to have. Just a little mobile that comes with it. Just wanted to kind of wipe down the bed. So I used like a disinfectant sanitizing wipe, and then I do grab a rag with like water and then wipe it down again. I did try to dump out there were some crumbs down there and a little bit of dog hair probably. I don't know. There's dog hair everywhere in my house, so I wouldn't be that surprised. So I went to go grab a rag just to kind of wipe it down a little bit better and get any like, I don't know, disinfectant residue off. I don't really know. It probably would have just dried and would have been fine, but not too shabby, not too bad to do that. And then here I am trying to figure out how to fix the legs. I couldn't remember how to use it. It is adjustable. It has like different levels, so I have to figure that out. And then I just used the same rag to just kind of wipe down a bunch of other things, like these car seat things, these car seat bases. And they were just a little dusty. So, I mean, the baby's not really ever going to touch those, so it's not a big deal, but just getting the dust off. So, yeah, that felt really nice to get that done. And it's done now, so there we go. So, I got some stuff into the hospital bag, but not a lot. Just a couple things for the baby mostly. But I think it's this box right here. We have baby boy socks and hats in here. I might just bring a couple pairs of these socks. We have these little mittens too. I'll bring those. I'm gonna put these in the hospital bag and I'll wash the rest of these. In this bin I have a bunch of stuff like my sanitizing thing for bottles, this mobile that I do want to use. I just will have to use it. Some more bottles. Oh, and these like milk collector things. I might bring those. Diapers, some diapers, like this is a size 1. Because I was given a bunch of diapers from my sister. So there's some size 2 diapers, which are helpful. Like this is a size 3. I wonder if all of these are size 3. It seems like this whole bag is a size 3. So I'm going to say that those are size 3. These are the only ones that are like a size 1. So I'm going to need to get some smaller diapers. But I might not worry about that until we know what size he's wearing too. Because like, I don't know. It's just, maybe I'll order like a size of, like a pack of size newborn and then like a pack of size 1 diapers too. I don't know. It's hard to know what you need. I think tomorrow I'll go to Target, but I did look at the baby stuff. I looked at the newborn clothes. I sorted through the diapers. I know what I have now, so that's always good. I wiped down the bassinet. I just need to go to Target. And I don't know if I'm gonna wait till I go to Costco next to get the stuff for like snacks. But I don't know. I think I'll probably just get like, go to Walmart. I have to go to Walmart and get eggs and milk tomorrow. So I'll probably just grab some like beef jerky and cashews and maybe some sugar-free chocolates or something to bring with. so that I have something sweet, something salty, and something crunchy. Just because I feel like those are like the optimal snacks, you know, but they're all pretty healthy other than maybe the chocolate, but I think I need some chocolate, so it's okay. Speaking of, we need to go make that banana bread. That's not chocolate, but pretty dang good anyway, right? It's gonna be delicious. Yeah, so let's go make dinner and make banana bread. And I will wash these later. I don't want to do it right now. I'm gonna stick them in the bag and then I'll wash them later. Remind me to wash them. I mean, if all else fails, I could wash them at the hospital and that would be fine too. Brought me back to when I was pumping in the hospital and would wash things in the little sink that they have in the room, you know? For the banana bread, I just found an easy recipe online. It just called for like some bananas and then like an egg and a third cup of melted butter and some baking soda, flour, you know, just easy stuff. I just followed a nice little recipe online. I don't, it's just banana bread. I don't know. Find whichever recipe you like. And I used my meat masher, like my meat separator for the bananas, and I felt like that worked really well. Don't worry, it's clean. I do use it mostly for meat, but you know, it was clean for the butter, not the butter, the bananas. And then I melted the butter and mixed those in, and I felt like that just kind of helped mix the bananas in a little bit more. And then it did call for like a pinch of salt. So here I'm just mixing it all together. An egg, and I like using bowls that I've already used for the garbage container. So that's where the egg went. And then for the flour and stuff, I just mixed that into a little bowl. I think it's like 1.5 cups of flour, so I just kind of eyeballed that. I don't know, I'm not really that good at making sure it's perfect amounts. And then I wasn't using real sugar, I was just using Swerve. So I did probably, I would say, a 1/2 cup of combined sweetener, but I did some of the like regular granular sugar, I'm using air quotes, but and then the brown sugar Swerve as well. And so just a little bit of that, some vanilla, you know, making it taste delicious. And this bread was really good. And it probably could have used a little more sweetener maybe, but I really thought it was good, honestly. I just wanted to sit and eat the batter. Like, it was so good. Why are carbs delicious? Explain that to me. Why are carbs so freaking delicious? And then I had a little bit of not unsweetened, sugar-free, what are they? Chocolate chips. There we go. In my freezer. That's where I keep my chocolate chips. But they're just like no sugar added. They're semi-sweet. They're pretty good. And I mean, yes, obviously they don't have sugar in them. They have whatever xylitol sweetener, I don't know, whatever it is. And then I just used my avocado oil spray, I should say, and then just baked it for like 50 minutes. I don't remember. Whatever the recipe said, I just did. And that was it. I put it in the oven, and then we ate it as a dessert after dinner, which after you see me starting to cook the dinner, Devin actually started breaking into the banana bread before dinner, and I was like, Devin, that's not until after dinner. Like, come on. So I did pull the rice out of the rice cooker because I was going to stick it in the fridge so that it would have a little bit of time to cool down before I stuck it into the food. I also gave Dan a little bit with some soy sauce that he had like a little snack because it was just easy. He was saying he was hungry, so I gave him some rice and soy sauce. Yum. I used to eat this in China all the time, but I only used about half of that container of the rice, and then I pulled out the Black Forest ham slices and the veggies I was going to throw in there into the fried rice that I'm making, and then I realized, oh, I don't want those out yet, so I put them back away until it was time to use them. But I used a whole pound of bacon, and these scissors, I decided to just cut them up before cooking them, just make it a little easier so I didn't have to cut it after cooking, because you know it's a little harder to cut after cooking. And so I threw it all into that pan and let it cook for a little while. And I like to make fried rice for my family. I think it's a good meal. I'm sure that there are less carby meals. Actually, I know 100% that there are less carby meals, but I really like fried rice. And so it's an easy way to, it's an easy meal to make, but it's also delicious, and it has a lot of different things, and I really like it. So that's why I make it. So I just fried up the bacon, and then I put it into a bowl to set to the side while I cooked the eggs and all the other veggies and things. I had like half an onion cut up in my fridge that I used. I just mixed some eggs and soy sauce, a little bit of water in the eggs, and then I put some spices like probably garlic powder, onion powder, ginger. It's probably all I added to it. Just a little bit of each to give the eggs a little bit of flavor, and then threw them into the bacon grease. And yes, they were a little greasy, but bacon grease is delicious, so it was fine. So yeah, I didn't have to add any oil to the pan whatsoever, which was nice. I just used the bacon grease. It was very easy to throw this together. I probably could have cooked the eggs in a little less grease, but you know, it's fine. It all ended up in the same place with all the rice and veggies and things. It was delicious. And so just pulling the eggs out so that they wouldn't overcook, because I like to add those in at the very last with the rice. Like I throw the rice in and then I mix the eggs in at the very end, but I like to have them already cooked and ready to go. Oh, see, Devin had broken into it, but it was really good. We just finished eating it tonight for dessert. So yeah, throwing some garlic in with the onions that are cooking in the leftover bacon grease. And I didn't have to add any more oil. I just used the bacon grease to make the fried rice, and that was really good. And honestly, it probably still had a little too much grease in it, which, I mean, yeah, bacon does render a lot of grease, so it's not that hard to see that as an issue. Like, it's just kind of crazy how much bacon has in there. And then I did slice up probably like 5 or 6 slices of this just deli ham. I don't know. I just was like, well, I'll throw some of that in there too. And I just use a pizza cutter to cut the ham. It's so much easier than using a knife. It just goes really, really quickly. And then I threw the veggies in there, let it cook for a minute with some soy sauce and seasonings. And I just really just use onion powder, garlic powder, ginger, soy sauce, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all I added to it, and it just kind of keep adding things until it tastes good. Added the rice once all the veggies and everything was kind of integrated and cooked and warm, and then I added the rice, let that kind of warm up a little bit, and added soy sauce to that as well, and probably some more seasonings, because you know, you got to make sure you season each layer, make sure there's enough seasoning to go around. Fried rice just soaks up the seasoning, and so I've noticed that I just have to keep adding until I feel like it tastes good. I just keep tasting it, and since it's my house, it doesn't matter that I'm tasting it. Like, no one cares. We share food all the time. Like, Dan eats off my plate 90% of the time, so it doesn't matter. If I was having people over, I would refrain from tasting the food so much, unless I was like using a new spoon each time. But then I added the eggs and the bacon in and threw some more soy sauce in there, and then I left the soy sauce on the table as well. And I even threw more soy sauce on my portion and a little bit on Dan's too when we ate. And here I am dishing it up. It was really good. It's a one-pot meal. It's so easy to do, and you know, it tastes really good. I could eat fried rice every day, and sometimes I even like fry up some eggs over easy and put them on top, and it's a really good addition. And then like the yolks, the runny yolks on top of the rice and everything is so good. But yeah, that's all we had for dinner, and it was really tasty. So yep. So Devin just informed me that it will be snowing tomorrow, so I'm taking this in. This is the first taste of spring that we've had in 6 months. It started on Sunday, it's now Wednesday, and it's been so nice. We've been able to keep the windows open. It's just been so beautiful and so nice, and now it's gonna snow, and I don't know how much. I'm hoping just like that much, if any. Maybe it won't snow and then life will be better. Also, we have a lot of stuff to do in this backyard. It is very sad. For one thing, our grass completely died because of the drought and everything, but the grass seems to be kind of coming back, which is nice. There's a little bit of like green fuzziness coming through. This is Roxy's trampoline that she loves to lay on, but I think we're gonna have to declutter that or throw it away soon. Probably gonna have to take a trip to the dump here soon. Somehow Roxy got a hold of the life jacket for Dan, his little puddle jumper. So that needs to go in the bin. I'm gonna have to take off my socks because I just got them all wet in the dirt, mud, whatever it is, nastiness. Just looking at all this stuff just goes to show that we did not have enough time to pack everything away before the snow came. So definitely needing to do some cleaning and all that fun stuff. But hi Roxy, you laying on your little trampoline, huh? But now my socks are all sopping wet. We do want to still do this little, like more of this little pathway, but like fill it in probably until that window, just so that we have like a nice little patio type area to walk onto for Minion and also for us. But Roxy's having fun out here. This is her stomping ground for sure. Hi Roxy, is this where you play? So Dan, did mommy go outside without you? Did that make you sad? So do you want to get your shoes on so we can go outside?
I got them.
Okay, let's go.
Here you go.
Okay, sit on the couch. Let's go outside, Minion.
Minion doesn't want to go outside
That might
without
be true.
me.
He doesn't want to go outside without you?
Yeah.
Dan said that Minion doesn't want to go outside without him, and that's what it is. Let's go.
Okay.
What are you doing, Minion? Okay, go play. What?
I'm outside.
You are outside. Are you running around?
Yeah.
Yeah, we needed to get some energy out before it snows tomorrow, huh? Devin's raking up a little bit. Dan's running around. Same as Roxy. You love running around.
But these are bricks.
Those are bricks. Sometimes it's nice just to come outside and sit and watch Dan play, but I haven't done that much because it's just been so snowy. Like, there's been no way to do that, so it's just nice to come out here as a family and be able to do just a little bit of this kind of stuff after eating dinner and all that.
Just running down the aisle.
You were running down the hill. Good job, Dan. So, yeah. Send us lots of love to Utah because apparently we're gonna get more snow tomorrow and I'm not ready for it. I still need to do dishes tonight, and then I think that's the last thing I'm gonna do today. I'm not gonna worry about doing anything else. I've been trying to get dishes done every day. Yeah, I spend more time in my kitchen cooking too. I like to do more in the kitchen when my kitchen is basically clean. Today it wasn't the cleanest, so I could definitely do a little bit better, but I'm also giving myself a lot of grace because of everything that's going on and being 34, almost 35 weeks pregnant, you know, just giving myself a lot of grace, but also still trying to get things done, like get the hospital bag ready, write my list of things that I'm going to need to pack into the hospital bag before we leave, the few things that we'll have to pack before we go. But I've got two dogs keeping an eye on me while Devin and Dan are playing. Devin's raking. And Dan is running around like a crazy kiddo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
That has yucky water in it.
is it water?
It's yucky water. We need to clean that out, huh?
We just play with it.
We'll play with it, but we need to clean it out first.
Hey, we are these.
Those are yucky toys that Mommy needs to clean as well. Okay?
Hey, this is a ball.
That is a ball. Okay, go play.
Okay.
Have fun.
Yeah, with the water ball.
Thank you.
No, it has yucky water on it.
Yeah, he's got a little yucky water on it. That's okay.
I still want to play with it.
Okay. Go play. You're gonna need a bath tonight. Probably your rinse off, huh? Whoa, where did it go? Yeah, we're gonna have some yummy banana bread.
Yeah.
And the banana bread turned out delicious. Just threw some on a plate. I kind of warmed it up and then added some butter and then warmed it up again to spread the butter out because the butter wasn't like super easily spreadable. So, you know, it made it a little bit harder to put some on there. So I was like, well, I'll try and let it melt on there. But I was like, that's going to take too long. So I did melt butter again once it was on the bread. But yeah, so I just cut up like 3 slices and then I melted the butter on there and we just sat and ate it on the couch, and it was a good little snack for after dinner and after playing outside. And Roxy is laying down on the ground like huffing and puffing with, it was warm, so I think she was overheated, but she also was just running around and having so much fun, and she had to come and lay down on the cool like wood floor. It's laminate, but like wood floor and cool down a little bit. But we sat and ate those and watched a show for a little bit, and then Dan took a little bath and went to bed, and that was great. And then after Dan goes to bed is when I get some things done. That is a little hard to do when he's awake, and so I just did some dishes and put those away. I'm trying to think if Devin actually helped put Dan to bed while I was doing dishes. I can't remember. Sometimes that's the case, and I might have even gotten the dishes done before he went to bed after he was in the bath and kind of playing a little bit, and I can't remember. This was literally last night, and my brain is just like, nope, you don't know what you did. But yeah, so I'm just getting the dishes put away, and then I get the dishes put into the dishwasher, and it didn't fill up the dishwasher all the way like it did. No, it did, because I had to wash a couple pans. That's right. It filled up mostly. Like I couldn't put those big pans in there. But yeah, so it felt good to get the dishes done, and that's kind of where I'm at. As long as I get the dishes done, that's like my non-negotiable thing. Every day I do the dishes, unless like I really didn't use very many, and then I'm like, I can wait till tomorrow to do them, and then it's fine. But if I do that, even with like a small load at night, I've noticed that I have to do like 2 loads the next day. I did fill the sink with water because some of the dishes needed to be like kind of scrubbed a little bit. Just they had food caked on them, even though it was from that day. It was just some food was caked on them, and that just kind of happens when you have food and you eat, and you just have to kind of rinse the dishes off a little bit before putting them into the dishwasher, just so that they actually clean very well. I feel like it's an important step, I will say. And yeah, so I did talk about this, and then I think I cut this out because it was just really long, that my non-negotiable is getting the dishes done. And I feel like as long as I do that, my kitchen stays fairly decent. And I mean decent as in like sometimes there's stuff on the counters, but like I can always clear the counters within 5 minutes at the very longest. And even if it's kind of at its worst, 5 minutes later, if I start, I can clean up the counters enough that it's not like crazy. I might not wipe them down, but I can at least get them cleared. And then wiping takes another 1 minute. So, but like 5 minutes tops, my counters are clear and they look better. And yeah, all of that. But it took me about 10 minutes, I think, to do the dishes. And, you know, that's just kind of what happens. You gotta do the dishes. And I'm only doing the dishes once a day. I do not do the dishes more than that, even though I did wash that one pan, but I didn't wash it the night before. So I was like, okay, and I needed it for dinner. So I was like, okay, I'm going to wash this one pan, the one for the Instant Pot. But I only do the dishes once a day. So I spend 10, maybe 20 minutes doing dishes once a day. I don't sit and do the dishes all day long. I let them stack up. I am okay with that. It is the way that it needs to be for me right now. I don't have the energy to do it more than once a day. And then so I started clearing off the counters, and this is just me doing it. Like, this was kind of bad. This was at a bad point, and I was able to clear it off in less than 5 minutes. So, you know, my counters are not always 100% clean, and they're not 100% perfect. And sometimes they look like this, and sometimes I need to clean them off. And what was nice is that I had a rag with me, and after, like, I would clear off a section, I would wipe it down so that I didn't have to, like, go over wiping the whole counter all at the same time, because I probably would have just not done it if I needed to do it all at once. But I did end up clearing off the stove as well. It was kind of greasy and gross after dinner, but also it was kind of greasy and gross before I started cooking dinner too. The stove it's a gas stove, so it gets stuff in it all the time, and that's just kind of the way it is. But that's okay. That's how it goes. But I've been feeling a lot better. I've been trying to get this baby to flip because I did have an appointment, and he is still a breech. But yeah, I'm just trying to get things under control in my house. One of Roxy's toys is under the stove there. I think it's still there, actually. I need to vacuum. That's something I plan to do tomorrow, and I plan to get my house a little bit closer to better. You know, just every little bit counts, but still giving myself lots and lots and lots of grace, because I am 35 weeks pregnant almost, and I can only do so much, and my house does not need to be spick span perfect to function and to work for what we need. Vacuuming is something I need to do, but I don't have to do it every single day, and Devin helps me with that sometimes too, and that's really sweet of him to be able to do that. But there's Roxy, always looking for something after I clean up the counters. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that something fell, but I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye!